be presenting training on the IBC mounting solutions. We've got Tanya and Johannes from our IBC Germany offices. Tanya will be presenting and Johannes will be assisting with the technical questions. Just before we get started, we'll just run through the IBC shop and portal. So this month's discounts that you can obtained through the store, that will be on IBC mounting. So great introduction for the training today. So it's a 5% discount on the mounting when you purchase it in combination with modules, and the code for that is OC Solar. Please use the discount code before you check out. If you don't put it in before you check out, we cannot add it once the order has been put through. So if you're logged into the shop, the top there, you've got your portal. That will take you to the portal landing page. So from here, you'll be able to navigate to various different sections. So we'll start off with the price list information. You click on price list information. It will take you to this page where you can then download a Excel version of the price list. So that will be updated every month. It's the same pricing that's then on the store. We go back to the portal landing page. We've got the online shop, so that will take you through to the shop over here. The top, you've got your categories for your PV modules, inverters, storage, mounting systems, accessories, e-mobility, any items that are on sale, and then the promotional goods, as well as services that IBC Solar offers. And you can also scroll down and find it by brand. So go and pick your favorite brand there and then shop away. And we've also got the search options, as well as the current shopping cart. You click on My Documents, that takes you through to your My Documents page. At the top, you've got your data, so that's your personal information, company information up there. Then you've got your shipping addresses, so you can have multiple shipping addresses. If you have a warehouse in a different region, you can also add the address there. And then My Documents is what you see there at the bottom. It's your open orders, any outstanding invoices, your last deliveries, as well as an overview on your invoices. And if there are any coupons available, as well as your saved shopping carts. So you can save a specific shopping cart of items that you usually buy from us. And it then just makes it one-click shopping, which is a lot easier and time-saving for yourself. All right, so if we look at the items themselves, we're looking at an IBC Monosol 410 module here. This is our bifacial module. It will give you a nice product overview in the middle, the length, height, width, weight. It's just a nice quick overview of the product specs. Pricing on the right-hand side, add it to your shopping cart on the right. You click on the downloads button, that takes you to the bottom of the page. So this is where you've got your data sheets, as well as warranty, installation manuals, and any certificates. It's a nice tool to use if you are in a rush and quickly need to check the specs of your items. In the middle of the page, you've also got the availability graph. So this will tell you what stock is currently available on the graph, as well as when we're expecting to receive stock. So if your favorite item isn't in stock, you can check when we will be receiving. Then once you go to your shopping cart at the top on the right, you can request a quote. So this will just send through the quote request to us. It doesn't book the stock in on the order, but it requests the quote on our side, and your sales manager will then get in touch with you. You can also click continue at the bottom, which will then place the order with us. And again, your sales manager will just get in touch just to confirm the stock quantity and then the price as well. And just before you go through to processing, you've got your order overview. So it gives you your price excluding VAT, as well as the total then. And if there are any extra shipping costs that you've added with the order. And if we go back to our landing page, we've got PV Manager. So it's our in-house PV design software by IBC. It's very similar to Helioscope or PV Syst. So this is also linked to our store. It is a PV design software where you can go and calculate the yield of the system, and it will also work out the bill of materials for this specific project. Nice thing is, once you've done the design, you can then add that bill of materials to your shopping cart and then process the order straight away. Technical services that IBC also offers. So we do have site assessments. We've got project management and installation support. We can assist with single line diagrams, do PV designs for you on PV Manager, and we can also assist with commissioning and fault finding. You can get in touch with our technical services team and they can assist you there. Then again, order management, it's the same as the My Documents tab, just to go to your confirmed orders, any open invoices, recent shipments, and your invoice overview. And then finally, your financing options. So IBC does offer a 30-day payment term, as well as a 6-month repayment period, which is done through LulaPay. And that's my introduction. Tanya, are you ready to present?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
So first of all,
fantastic.
I would like to introduce myself. I'm sure not we not met before with everyone of you. So my name is Tanya Kroa. I'm a product manager for mounting structures at IBC Solar since 2 years right now. Yeah, 2 years right now. And I have on board also Johannes Kaye. He is a technical product owner for mounting structure. He will support me in some special technical questions if some are there. So I would to turn out my camera off because of the internet connection for the presentation. And we will start right now. So today we would like to talk about the IBC mounting structure portfolio and some major systems we have in our portfolio. It's IBC Topfix 200 and IBC Aerofix G3. The IBC Topfix 200 is for the pitch roof, and IBC Aerofix G3 is for flat roofs. And what I would like also to do is to give an overview about the special IBC quality criteria also. So let's start with IBC Topfix 200. So as I already mentioned, this is the mounting structure for pitch roof. We have different types, so for different applications, and I would like to give you an overview about all these applications we have, on which types of roofs you can install them, what is special for the installation of each type, and what kind of benefits do you have for this installation. In the right corner, you can see the QR code for the online shop for more information and technical details. So what kind of roofs and what type of roofs can we install the Topfix 200? So we can install this product on calcip, corrugated Ethernet, sheet system, trapezoidal sheet metal, sandwich panels, bitumen, tiles, different kind of tiles, states, and plain tiles. For different tiles, we have also a portfolio of different roof hooks. So we have Mammoth S Plus. We have some stainless steel roof hooks and also aluminum roof hooks. And for other types of roofs, we have different holders. It's the special calcip holder for the calcip roof. We have an special connection for the trapezoidal sheet metal, and we have also different kind of fasteners and connectors for other types as well. What is special on the clamping system? So this is the first one I would like to show you. And this, the clamping system is usually used for pitch roof with tiles. And we use two different kinds of roof hooks for tiles. This is the steel roof hooks, and these are some aluminum roof hooks. What are the key components of the Topfix 200 clamping system? For this type of system, we have different support rails. We have support rail TF50 or TF60 in two colors, and black and natural, and also in different lengths. So we have shorter lengths, for example, 2.38, or also 5. If I remember right, also 3.8. Why? Because it makes the installation for the customer easier. He can install just with one support rail, 2 modules. You don't need to cut the rails, and can use the whole length. For the rails, we have also different rail connectors. It depends on the support rail which you can use. So we have one for the support rail 50 and also 60. Also for the Topfix 200 clamping system, we have some special connectors which can be only used for the Topfix 200. And we have also different clamps. Here you can see the end clamp and the middle clamp G5. So it's not especially the middle clamp, but this is the adapter. If you connect this both together, you will get the end clamp G5. We have also in our portfolio end and middle clamp G3, also in natural and black color. And the new one we introduced in the middle of this year is the end clamp G3 variable. What is special on this clamp? This clamp has an adjustment. So you can adjust the height of this clamp according the height of modules, and the range for the installation is 30 to 40 millimeters. And how you can do that, it's really easy and can be done just by one hand. So here's the small piece, just move it to the left or to the right side, and you can adjust the height for the module frame. And it's really easy to install this clamp, because it's just click and screw. So you can just click the clamp into the support rail and by one hand, and with this spring, the clamp can hold in or can stay in the support rail, and then you can just screw the clamp. So it's really easy to do. Guys, if you have any questions, just ask me during the presentation, or also afterwards if you have questions, special questions about the product. Okay, so what is important to know about the Topfix 200? The implication for Topfix 200, so you can use this mounting system to install modules in portrait or landscape version, especially it's for the residential. So the most pitch roof are in a residential area, so especially it's resident in a residential area, and you can install the system in 2 different types. It's in one layer as a 1-layer system or as a 2-layer system. And if you have higher wind loads or snow loads, it's better to use the 2-layer system. What are the installation tips? So if you would like to avoid the flexing of the roof tiles, you can use Mammoth Formas Plus. We have different types of this product in our portfolio. It's more than 80 different types. So nearly for each type of the usual tiles, you can find the metal tile, and they can be just replaced. They are already pre-assembled with a roof hook, so you don't need additional the roof hook for that. And the Mammoth Formas Plus is a roof hook and a metal tile combined. Also important to know is that you should align your roof hooks before the installation to avoid the misalignment. It would be easier for you to install the system if you do that before. And also, please, if you install the parts, pay attention also to torque. So if the torque is of a screwdriver is too high, the slot nuts can be turned around or turned out. On which points you should pay also attention. So please, if you install the mounting structures on the roofs, check the condition of the roof before. You should also calculate your roof pitch before, because it affects the mounting structure configuration. You should also calculate or know the building height before. This also affects the mounting structure configuration. The choice of a roof hook depends on the tile and also on the loads you have on the installation place. And if the rafter is too narrow, the roof hook cannot be screwed in the rafter sufficiently. So you should also check this. What are your benefits with Topfix 200? So you can use all type of clamps we have in our portfolio, and you can all use these clamps not only for the Topfix 200. You can use these clamps for each configuration, for each application, and also for each system we have in the portfolio. So we don't have special clamps for special applications. We have 3 types of clamps. All of them can be used for each application and each mounting system. As I already mentioned, support rails lengths are adapted to the module sizes, so we avoid material wasting, and the rails, the support rails can be used really efficiently. And also, what is important to know, the installation with clamps are tested on the load table. We will take a look closer on the testing later. If we take a look on the quality criteria, but it's also really important. So you don't need extra anti-slip protection for modules or something like this, because the clamping with our clamps is already tested on the load table, and we can agree that the modules can be clamped efficiently with our clamps. So what is the next? The next one is the trapezoidal system. What are the components for this system? So here we have the differentiation between the clamping system to the trapezoidal system. We have a different support rail. This is the smaller one, which is used for. We have locking clamp set and also a different rail connector. This rail connector is specially adjusted for the support rail GF27. What do we have else? We have universal connector. We have a special mounting plate, which allows you to install more hanger bolts if it's needed. We have a delta support. Delta support is usually used to be able to elevate the clamping system. And as well, we have 3 different types of clamps which can also be used for the trapezoidal system. How do we can install the trapezoidal system? So we use different types of installation. We can use a hanger bolt to install, or the trapezoidal sheet middle clamp. We have also a trapezoidal system Eco 120, some solar fasteners, and also ecosystem with the length of 340 and 420. So now we would like, or I would like to show you a little bit closer about these different types of installation. The first one is a trapezoidal sheet metal clamp. So this part is specially used for the trapezoidal metal roof types. So this shoe or this clamp can be just fixed with a screw or rivet to the roof, together with TF27 support. And this is the base. So in the picture behind, you can see this, that this shoe and the TF20 is the base for the clamping system, for the whole clamping system for modules. You can install the modules in portrait, so in upright, or if you use two-layer installation, you can also install them horizontal. What are the benefits of this system? So this system has, in comparison to other trapezoidal solutions, the best static properties. The loads are evenly transferred into the roof. And the equipotential bonding is easier to realize, as only one round wire has to be laid across the rails. The next one is a trapezoidal system equal 120. Sorry for the mistake, it's 120. So the benefit of them is it's the low cost system. We have less material, and we have them in 3 different types. It's equal 120, equal 340, and 420. And they can be fastened with the stealth drilling screw. The equal 340 and 420 can be also connected with rivet. And we have also different possibilities to install the modules. So on the ECO 120, you can still install the module just with the landscape variation, and with ECO 340 and 420, it's possible to install modules also in portrait variation. As I already mentioned, this is a solution with with less materials, so it means it's really a low-cost solution for installation. But be aware that the loads are directed into the roof in the high beats only where the clamps are placed, and the trapezoidal sheet metal, so the roof cover can be overloaded very quickly. And the second issue you should also be aware is that every part of ecosystem must be connected for equipotential bonding. And I'm not sure right now, but maybe Johannes can give the answer. So is it possible, Johannes, can you please tell us, is it possible to do the configuration in the PV manager for that?
You can plan the Echo 340 and 420, also the Echo 120 in the PV manager. That's possible to plan.
Okay, so this system is possible to plan. Okay, thank you, Johannes. Okay, so now we go to the next one. It's fastening with the hanger bolt and solar fastener. So these are 2 types of the longer screws. You can screw through the trapezoidal metal and fasten the system also with this type of screws. So the wooden purlins, for the wooden purlins, usually are hanger bolts used, and for the steel purlins, the solar fastener are used. So before you install them, you should definitely check the steel quality. If the steel grade of the purlin is too high, the solar fasteners cannot be screwed. And what is also good to know, so if the hanger bolts or solar fasteners are overloaded, you can use the dual mounting plate to install more fasteners or hanger bolts on the same area, on the same level, and then they are connected, and you can place the support rails between the hanger bolts. Okay, so the next one is the installation with Delta support. You can, so it's a little bit difficult to see, but you can see here. So the Delta support is usually used for the installation also on the trapezoidal metal roofs, and it's used for lifting of the top fix 200. You can fastening it on the base rails in a cross connection with the support rail TF27. As I already mentioned, on the trapezoidal sheet metal clamp. Installation with universal connector or directly to the base rail is possible, but be aware that for this kind of installation, we don't have some wind tunnel tests, and it's also not possible to do the statical calculation in the PV manager for this type. So it should be done from the installers before. Last but not least, you can see here the installation with for the trapezoidal elevation, and it's used in combination of some parts of Aerofix. So it's possible to use the parts from the top fix and Aerofix mixed. And this, what is special on this system? So this system can or has, if you have different thermal expansions of the trapezoidal and aluminum profile, they can be compensated by this system, because this system is has the floating bearing of modules and of the system in the connection. So, but we the same like before for this system, we don't have some wind tunnel tests, and the calculation in the PV manager is also not possible for this system. Okay, so now we finalized with different types of trapezoidal system, and go to the next one, and this is insertion system we have for Topfix 200. What are the key components? Here we have also support rail. We have a special insertion rail for the system, and also some special connectors. We have two layer connector, which is also can be used only for the insertion system. We have a special adapter which allows you to install different heights of modules in the insertion system. So just with one adapter, you can change the height in the insertion rail according the module frame height. We have also the spacer, which is installed between modules to make sure that we have airtime distance, small distance between modules. We have some end covers for really nice frame of the insertion system and also the side plate. And again, we have some screw connections. Special in the system is that the modules are not clamped with some clamps. They are in place in the insertion rails. So here you can see the cross section of the insertion system. So the structure, so the base is the TF50 profile, and on the TF50 profile, the insertion rails are connected with the two-layer connector. And between the insertion rails, you can place the modules. Here you can also see the adapter rail placed into the insertion rail. Okay, so what is important to know about this system? So this system is also applicable for portrait or landscape, and it's especially for residential, but because it's in the higher pricing level. This is the best looking system we have in our portfolio. It makes really, this is really nice design. It looks really good on the roof, especially for people who likes really nice design. What are the installation tips? So this system you can only install with hooks CV plus or Fromes plus. So for example, with Mammoth Fromes plus. And the system can be inserted without clamps, as I already mentioned. On which points you should pay attention. So the alignment of the insert rails must be accurate. Here again, please check the condition of the roof before, and the roof pitch and the building height affects the mounting structure configuration. And please take a look on the tile, because the choice of the roof hook depends on the tiles. What are your benefits? So of course, you have a really nice look and a really nice design with the system. You can install different module heights just with one adapter rail, so you don't need different adapters or different insertion rails. You can use for each height the same components. This system has a really high system load capacity and also high part quality, but the high part quality we have for each system in our portfolio. Okay, so now I'm finished with the TopFix 200, and we go forward with IBC Aerofix G3. There are some questions so far about the TopFix 200, maybe? No? Okay, then we will go ahead. Here you will find also a link, so the QR code to our product shot. So if you need more information about TopFix, like installation conditions or some technical informations, you will find them also in our online shop. So on which kind of roof types can Aerofix be installed? So it can be installed on gravel, foil, concrete, bitumen, or green roof. And we have also different types of Aerofix G3. We have a variant with the those direction with 15 degrees, with 10 degrees, and with 8 degrees. What is important to know that the solution with 8 degrees is only for the portrait installation of the modules. We have also a version with east-west direction of a modules, and also in the same elevation. So it's 15, 10, and 8 degrees. Now we would like also show you some spatial.
So, hi, Tanya.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask, is there like the distance between your panels on your Aerofix, is there like a standard that you guys have to say, if you put in your Aerofix, let's say north facing or south facing for Germany, like you have to keep in a minimum of maybe, yeah, I don't know, 50, 500 yeah, is there like a distance that you guys use or a standard for the Aerofix?
Yes, there's so in the installation conditions you will find the distance you should keep between the modules during the installation, and also for the thermal movement, and also a distance to the roof edge. But to keep the distance between the supports, for example, here you can see that we have also defined distances between the support. It's pretty easy because we have an installation tool which you can use, and you can preset the distances according your module length on these installation tools, and just use these installation tools to find your installation point for the support. So it's pretty easy, and everything is described in the installation conditions. You will also find the defined distances for the installation also in the installation conditions.
Okay.
It's really and it's really important to keep these distances, because the system is calculated and designed according the aerodynamic, and if you don't keep distances, you will get the higher ballasting. So you will need the higher ballasting for the installation. Any other questions?
Just one on the Aerofix. You have I think they call it the assembly jig Aerofix G2, that measuring tool that you for measuring the distance on your panels to put up your Aerofix. Do you guys have that? I think I saw it on your video where you use that to measure. You get your length from your panels, and then after that you use that to put up your Aerofix mounting structure. I think you call it a jigsaw.
Yeah, this is the installation tool, what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Do you guys have that? Can one?
Yes, of course. We of course we have that. This is also in our online shop, so you can order this.
Okay. Thanks.
You're
I think
welcome.
a few people here will be very interested in it. Yeah.
Yeah. You can find it on an online shop. I have also a picture later in the presentation of this tool.
Okay.
Johannes, maybe you can search the article or the item number. We can put it in the chat for the people who is interested to order that.
I will write the article number in the chat.
Thank you. Okay, so now we take a look a little bit closer on the system data, on some tips for the configuration in the PV manager, and what is special on our components. So some data you should take a look on, or you should know that the Aerofix G3 can be installed on the flat roofs with roof pitch started from 0 to 10 degree, and the installation can be the system can be installed without screwing or drilling into the roof, but started from 2.8 degree, you should secure the system against the thermal movement. And it can be done with a band or with the fasteners on the roof edge, for example. The maximum building height where you can install the system is 35 millimeters. Everything above must be checked and approved by the IBC. So the minimum field size for this system is 2 by 3 or 3 by 2 modules. So and the maximum field size is for one field is 20 by 20 meters. Of course, you can, if you have a big roof, you can install several field sizes, but the field size with connected modules is the maximum 20 by 20 meters. The module size which can be installed on the system is the length 1.5 until 2.1 millimeters, and the width is 980 until 1,150 millimeters.
Tanya?
Yeah.
In terms of the maximum module size that you can use for the Aerofix, can you explain a little bit more as to why, what's the hindrances on our mounting structure, why you have to keep to that length or that width? I think maybe some installers will be keen on just trying to know, or because, yeah, I've had a few questions as to trying to make things work. And yeah, what's the hindrance on our Aerofix, why that length and why that width?
So this is the same like to the distances. So the system is tested in the wind channel, and you have only the aerodynamic properties if you keep the distances and if you keep the module sizes. And also, if you do the installation, the configuration in the PV Manager, the PV Manager will give you also a plan of ballasting, and if you don't take a look on the module length size, you will not get, or if you don't use the correct module size, you will not get the correct ballasting for the system.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Okay, what is special with the PV Manager or during the configuration with the PV Manager? So please pay attention to the number of contiguous modules, because the more modules are planned connected to each other, the lower the ballasting. But started from 25 modules and more in combination, the ballast will not longer change significantly. So please place the expansion joint sensibly. So the expansion joint which separates the individual module fields from each other should be set as evenly as possible. The more even the module distribution, the lower the ballasting. Keep the distance to the edges of the roof. If the calculated distances of the roof edge is not maintained, the ballast in this area will increase. And basically, the following statement can be made regarding the ballasting. So in the case of southern system, the ballast is higher than in comparable east-west system. And with 15-degree system, the ballast is higher than with 10-degree system. On the next page, you can see the overview of Aerofix G3 supports and also our assembly tool, as I promised. So what is special with our support? So it's a really easy installation of the supports by just screwing them into the groove of channel, into the groove channel of the base rail. So, and if you screw them in, they are not fixed or not clicked, so you can easily remove them if it's needed, or you can easily adjust the place where they should be installed. And it's also makes easier to use also the assembly tool. If you place the assembly tool into the supports, you can also adjust the supports to find the right positioning for the module size you use. We can have different supports. We have a support, a higher support, which is used for 8 and 15 variant of Aerofix G3, and if we have 10-degree support for the landscape. We have also some supports with already integrated wind blade holder. This is also important to know. So the wind blade should be every time installed on the wind blade holder, because there's also the distance which is needed for the aerodynamic properties of the system. And what is new on our supports? We changed some month ago the design. We made the supports in this area bigger, so we have a bigger surface where the module can be placed, and we also made this stage higher to avoid that the modules flips down from the support. We have also the tilt joint on our supports, and this the tilt joint avoids the tensions after installation if because we are able to install variable module size. If you would not have the tilt joint, you would have tensions after installation in the module. And then you also will have some micro cracks or something like that. On the next page, you can see two different types of base rail connectors. We also, the internal base rail connector we introduced this year to our portfolio. We have also an external base rail connector. The internal base rail connector helps you to align the system easier, and it's ensure that you have lighting current carrying capacity. We have two different types of base rail. One of them has the width of 180 millimeters, and the other, it's the Eco base rail, has a width of 100 millimeters. What is special that both types of base rails you can combine during installation, so you can use both types of base rails for the same system. Base rail with width of 180 millimeters can be used especially for areas with high load or high ballasting to be able to distribute the load better in the roof. The wider the base rail, the better the load distribution. And their protection mats are already pre-assembled, so you don't need to connect them on a roof, or you don't need to assemble them before your installation, so they already pre-assembled. On the next page, you can see Aerofix Ledge G3. This is a special for Aerofix G3 system, a fall protection system. And this is important to know, this is really a fall protection. It's not a restraint system, it's a fall protection system. so you have a higher freedom of movement, and this system guarantee you a safety also over the edge of the roof. It means it don't just hold you away from the edge. If the people fall down over the edge of the roof, the system can hold them back. Up to 3 people can be secured just with one system. Important to know is that you need a product training with the certificates at IBC. This is special Solar certificate of competence, which you will get after the training from IBC Solar, and only examinate experts are required for planning and for the installation of this fall protection system. Okay, now I'm finished also with the Aerofix G3. So do you have any question about the Aerofix?
I just want to confirm on the Aerofix. The old Aerofix base rails will not work with the new Aerofix
No.
base rails.
No, it's
No,
not.
okay.
It's you cannot combine the old. So G2 generation 2 Aerofix you cannot combine with generation 3.
Yeah. Okay. No, thanks. I think some installers might have sites already that have the old ones, just to clarify. Okay. Thank you.
The old G2 supports, top and down supports are possible to fix this on the new Aerofix G3 base rails, but you need the ballast calculation of the G3 system. That's better. The old base rails it's not possible to put the new Aerofix G3 supports on the old base rates. That's not possible.
Okay. No, thanks.
You're welcome.
I have a question quickly on the top support. So we have 3 different supports. We have the basic, the one with the connector, and then the one with the wind plate connector as well. What's the purpose of the basic? Because it seems you can't actually mount a panel or clip a panel onto that.
We have the high support, yeah, and the basic support, and you place the panel between 2 supports, so between the basic support and the upper support. And you can fix the module on the side, so it's possible to fix it.
Okay, so if I look at the upright support, the basic support, would that only be there to support, let's say, in the middle of a module?
No, it's not it's not for the middle.
Yes.
It's a for corner.
It's the basic support is for the third base rail, and
Yes.
will only support the module in the middle. There's
Okay.
no clamping. It's
Okay.
for support, for example, for the snow loads, and at the Portrait system, the 8 degree, you have also the option to use the basic support to use it in the middle of the module on the long side for weight, that the bounding is of the module is not too high.
Okay, that makes sense. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Johannes. Okay, then I will go ahead if there are no questions. And now I would like to give you an overview about the IBC quality criteria. So we have different quality criteria which are which differentiate us also from our competitors and also from the standards on the market. So why we do this test of the product so rigorously? What do we do, why we do this, and how do we do this? So what do we do? So the PV systems are only as good as the installed components, and we want to provide the system which work perfectly together. And this is the reason because we test with each system which is released by IBC. It's tested in the independent laboratory on the load table and in the environment chamber and so on, and it's every time tested in combination, the mounting structure together with the module. Why do we do this? So the PV system has to run reliably, faultlessly, and with maximum output for the really long time. So the life cycle of the system is more than 20 years. And we want to go sure that the customer has the best system with the best properties over the whole life cycle. So how we do that? We ensure this through internal controls and independent certifications and audits. And how do we secure our quality promise? So we are working together with Sunlab. Sunlab is an independent laboratory which tests the product for us and also tested according our quality criteria. So now I'd like to give you a short overview about the different tests we have or we do with our product. And you can be sure that these tests are tougher than the everyday life. And in this way, we can really ensure that our products are safe and have the best performance during the whole life cycle. How we ensure the highest performance. So the module are tested if we get new products from the supplier. We test our modules. If we or they test the performance of our modules. If we do the load table test, we test our also the performance of the modules before the test, the loading test, and also after the loading test to be sure that the module has the best performance also in the real life after installation during the change between the wind load and the snow load. What we do else? So we do also electroluminescence measurement of modules. Why we do that? Because after the load table test, with this test we can see some defects or some micro cracks, and then we have also special criteria I will show you later for these pictures. So there are also really rigorous criteria what we agree, what we accept, or what we don't accept. So we definitely don't accept some defects or micro cracks on the PV modules after the loading test. As I already mentioned, we do also the static mechanical load tests. So in the picture behind, you see the picture of the loading table with the module. So we, in this test, we simulate the snow load and the wind load. And this is not just a static load, it's dynamic load. So you have every time a change between the snow load and wind load. And this test we do with which combination of PV module and mounting structure which is released by IBC. And the next one is the temperature and humidity test, because we want to go sure that during the whole life, the PV modules are resistant against the humidity filtration. We do also some detection of voltage induced degradation test because we simulate and we want to know what is the degradation of the modules to prevent the output and losses of earnings at an early stage. And last but not least, it's also the measurement of insulation resistance under the wet conditions, because we want to go sure that also during rain or with the high humidity or melted snow, the module is prevented and that there isn't enter of the rain or water in the module, in that we don't have some corrosions or we are sure and we are safe against hazards. So what do we do more than others? The test which we do with our parts, with our modules and mounting structure under real conditions. So during our tests, we simulate the real conditions which are or which appears during the whole life cycle of the product. And the setup includes every time the mounting system. In the setup includes mounting identical to roof installation. So, and this is not required by IEC standards. We do electroluminescence measurement with our modules. This is also not required by IEC standards. And special is also that we repeat all the load table test every time 3 times to avoid deviations and to be sure that our tests are correct. And this is also not required by IEC standards. Our quality standards are unique. So as I already mentioned, we have special quality standards which are higher in comparison to the market standards and the IEC standards. So we don't accept some performance deviations or not so high performance deviation in the comparison to IEC standards. So for IBC, it's not acceptable when the modules after all these tests have inactive cells, if the cells have some fractures and micro cracks, which lead to reduce or can lead to reduced performance or damage of the module. And our maximum acceptable power loss is 3%. It's better than in comparison to IEC standard, because by IEC it's permitted up to 5%. We also take a look close on the optical deviations. So what is not acceptable for IBC? We don't accept glass breaking. We accept only small meter gap on the frame. So every time we take a look on the frame condition, so there shouldn't be some deformations on the frame after the load table test. There shouldn't be some damages on the junction boxes there, and the isolation test must be passed every time. Also, the residual clamping should be smaller than 50%, and the maximum movement during the test of the module should be less than 96 millimeters. Why we do that? Because we want to be sure that during or after the installation on the roof, if we have some loads, the module will not damage the roof, the foil roof, for example. So what we can guarantee after these tests? So no stress if the things go so far, because there's no loss of system performance due to permanent wind and snow load of the roof, and we can guarantee that after all these tests. There's no premature aging due to environmental influences, and there's no material fatigue. And if you use the parts which are released, and if you use or install the system with modules in combination with the mounting structure, you will get the combination warranty from us. So as a standard, you have the product guarantee, it's 10 years, but if you install and buy the parts in combination, which are released by IBC, you will get an increased combination warranty for 15 years. And this warranty you get on module of mounting and system together. For 15 years, it's free of charge for you. It's German guarantor, and this is the end customer warranty. So not only our partners get this guarantee, also the end customer get this guarantee. So I'm finished for today with my presentation. I hope it was interesting for you. You got information. You look for, if you have further questions, so don't hesitate to ask us. If you have questions afterwards, you are every time welcome to send us email with the questions. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Johannes. I think that was very informative. I don't know, we'll give it 1 or 2 minutes just to see if there's any more questions that come through.
I have one on the, what do they call this? The zip clamp. Can you just touch a little bit more on that? Those clamps.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if maybe I missed it.
Let me go back in the presentation. On the right slide. So the CalZip clamp is specially for, just a second, I'm looking for the slide.
Was something some in the beginning a little bit.
Yes. This one, yeah. So the CalZip clamp, especially for the CalZip metal roof type, yeah. You can use this clamp just for this type of the roof cover.
Okay, and this is something that you guys have in Germany.
So we do have this in Germany. Yeah, I don't know if you have this in South Africa. I know that you have a lot of corrugated Ethernet.
Yeah, we have a lot of, yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot of corrugated Ethernet.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So we have 2 types. Is that I'm not sure. I'm seeing 2 pictures there. You have 2 types of those. So there's that first one, the silver one, if I may call it, and then the black one.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the picture there.
But that's only the picture. We have the Carl Zip clamp. That's in natural, and the sheet metal clamp on the right side. That's only the picture. It seems that's a black clamp, but it's also natural.
It's natural, yes.
Yeah, the Carl Zip is a manufacturer of a special manufacturer of sheet seam roofs. So we have a special, or we use the special clamp of Carl Zip and adapt our mounting structure on the clamp.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So it's not maybe two different types in colors, but yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to find out that. I think we'll see. I think we don't have on South African side, on the South Africa side. So, yeah. Yep.
Okay, any other
Great, yeah.
questions?
I think then if there are no other questions, if anybody else does have questions, you guys can just mail them through. You can either send them through to our services team or internally, guys. You can chat with Alton or myself, and we can address the questions then to Tanya and Johannes. All right, great. Thank you everyone for joining. Yeah, like I said, very informative training. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Johannes. And
You're welcome.
we will see you guys then again in the next training.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
All right, thanks,
also.
guys.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right.